Hello, you doing the car?
Yes.
What's going on today?
Sir, excuse me, you need to wait outside. I told you before, this is private property.
You do have to get outside.
Hey,
Please, sir, this is the third time I've done that.
hang on.
I need you to step off the property.
There's a federal law saying I'm entitled to come inside.
I'd probably,
Not on your property. You are on the property.
I'm sorry.
wouldn't do that.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of disrespectful that we're here and you're gonna do some shit like that, right?
I apologize. I've been dealing with him for half an hour.
Doesn't matter,
I
right? You guys called us, we came in and
I'm
you're
sorry.
gonna...
I'm sorry.
You need to step outside.
Hold
You
on.
need to step
Can
outside.
we can all walk right
Come over
back.
here with me.
No, get
Stand
outside
right
the
at the
building.
threshold, we'll leave the door open just while we figure this out.
Sorry, we'll pull our guys back. Sorry.
What's going on today?
Gentleman showed up like about an hour ago. He's refusing to leave the property. He does need to
Hold
close that
on, we
door.
will, in a second.
Dante.
In a second.
Can you guys just let us try to figure this out? We can't figure any of this out unless you guys let us
But
figure
here's
it
the
out.
thing. He doesn't belong here.
He's unauthorized.
Get him outside the building.
So just let us...
Dante,
This is private
first.
property.
I know. Dante,
Get him outside.
Just give them a minute, okay? They're here for us. I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, he does need to shut that door because it's private here.
Can we just move past that and try to figure this out while we're here?
Yeah.
Who is he?
We have no
You have no idea who he is. Okay. He doesn't work here?
No.
He has no business here?
No.
Okay.
He's identified himself to me. I've got his information from his California driver's license.
Okay. Well, either way, you no business here.
No.
I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
You mind we talk to you?
No problem.
What's your name?
Aaron Greenstein.
Aaron? Alright. What's going on today?
So OpenAI is headquartered here.
Yes.
They're a non-profit organization under the Internal Revenue Code. Because they're a non-profit organization, they have public disclosure requirements under federal law. One of those requirements is that if you appear at their headquarters, pursuant to 26 U.S.C. 6104D, they are required by law immediately to provide a copy of their tax returns. So I came here as a member of the public to get a copy of their tax returns, which federal law says I am entitled to do.
Okay.
And they are saying that I don't have that right, which is incorrect.
Did you try to contact their supervisors or anything?
Yeah, they won't let me talk to them.
Did you try calling?
I called their CPAs this morning.
Kind of. What did they say?
They said to come here.
Did they say that? Do you have a name?
Yes, I can tell you the name of the firm. They wouldn't let me talk to anyone there.
Well, either way, why don't you schedule like a meet with the CPA?
I'm not required to under the law. The
Well,
law says I can come here and get a copy immediately.
Yeah, it's like post is the only
I
thing
would
to actually hit on.
be more. I would just contact, just so it kind of.
As I said, I did try contacting.
Well, I would try to set something so it kind of ignores, or not ignores, but it would prevent issues like this, right?
Well, I mean, I understand that it might be more polite in some sense, but I do have the right to be here, and I do have the right to see their tax return. They are required under federal law to provide it. I can, again, give you the law. I can show you the text of the law if you like. It says, upon request of an individual made at such principal office or such a regional district office, a copy of such annual return reports and exempt status application materials or such notice materials shall be provided to such individual without charge and other than a reasonable fee for any reproduction and mailing costs. The request described in subparagraph B must be made in person or in writing. If such request is made in person, such copy shall be provided immediately, and if made in writing, shall be provided within 30 days. So that's what it says, and that's why I'm here. And I've done this with other nonprofits of similarly important status, and there's been no problem. So I don't understand why there's a problem here.
I would just suggest, I mean, to keep it civil, you know what I mean? Because you're requesting their documents, and I'm not discrediting that whatever you read isn't right or anything, right? But we're kind of drawing the line of being civil with each other, right?
I don't
And
think I've
one
done
can-
anything that's not civil, sir.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is there a way you can just contact whoever told you to come? So,
No
or
one
at least
told
at
me.
the
I
very,
work for myself.
You said
you just said
spoke
you
with someone.
contact.
Oh, I contacted their CPAs, the accounting firm.
Well, is there someone you could, or whoever you contacted can get some point of contact,
They're
so
not
you
going
can.
to. I wish they would do that, believe me. But
Well, I mean,
this is not my responsibility to figure out how to handle the request on their side. That's their responsibility. And I'm here They're a nonprofit. They don't pay taxes, and in response, in exchange for that, privilege of not having to pay taxes, they're required to provide this information to the public. So they can have it either way. They can pay taxes and not disclose it, or they can not pay taxes and disclose it.
Are they specifically the ones that work with AI, for AI?
My understanding
Because
is
there's
that
multiple offices here, correct?
I believe this is just OpenAI.
There's multiple.
It's not just,
Everything's kind of dated, but there should be other buildings or other offices.
This is the office listed on their tax
Look,
returns.
well, either way, I'm just asking, instead of just kind of arguing with the staff and shoving your way in, back and forth.
I didn't shove anybody in.
Can you let me finish?
Sure.
Is there a way we can do this civilly, where you can get a point of contact?
Yeah, the point of contact is their accounting firm, and I contact them.
Okay. Let's see.
I think it's kind of like a double-edged sword because it's a private property, so they can turn you away
You can go.
They actually
If
can't
they-
under federal law.
on private property.
Correct. It's a public nonprofit.
Right,
It's a public foundation.
but it's still private property. This is their
But
property.
the federal law
some homeless person
supersedes-
can't just walk in here.
They
Or
can.
turn
They
them
can if
away.
they're asking for the tax rate.
We're not going to argue about that. So,
Okay. Well, I'm not going to leave until I get a copy of the tax return. I'm entitled to.
Please stay out here.
Sure.
Thank you again for coming, and I'm sorry.
So he's asking for some. Do you know what he's asking for?
Yes.
Okay. Do you work for OpenAI?
We work for security, but we're not.
I'm a contractor.
Is OpenAI headquartered here?
No,
where's OpenAI? Why does he think OpenAI is there?
you'll have to ask him.
Who works here?
I work here.
We work here, but we're
What
contracted here.
is there a business that works here?
There's a
Can we-
business here. We're
this-
not allowed.
I'm not trying to be rude, but can we stop dancing around? Like you call this here.
Yeah.
Who works? What company works
My
here?
name is Donald Lewis. I'm a contractor, a security contractor, and I work for OpenAI. Access control is my job, to make sure that the people that come through the store either have an ID card to get in here or an appointment to meet somebody who works here. He's not an employee. He doesn't have anybody to meet here. When he showed up here, he told me, I'm quoting a tax law, Federal Law 26, and I want you to produce the tax returns for me. And I said, sir,
Yeah.
I will take down your information. He showed me his driver's license, and I wrote it down, got his phone number and his email address, and I said, I will forward this through the proper channels. That's all I could do for you today. He says, that's not good enough. I'm coming in the building, and
So
I've been
does-
fighting him at this door for
does
half an hour.
So does OpenAI work here?
Sir, a part of it does, but this isn't the headquarters,
Got
okay?
it. So either way, even if you came in there, you wouldn't be able to give
There's nobody
whatever.
here, okay? I'm
Okay.
the only guy
So
here.
is there somewhere you could direct? Is there an address we can direct him to?
Not today. It's the day before Thanksgiving.
No.
Where's OpenAI headquartered?
Well, that's really irrelevant to the situation.
No, we're not trying to play games. We don't know, okay? We're just people who work here.
So there's not like an actual physical location.
You know, if there is, I'm not privy to it. Look, I'm a security guard standing on the front lines, okay? This man is an OpenAI employee, all right? He's a very important employee for this company. And he's here today, but there's nobody else here today. For him to go and make a cold call, and I do this for a living. I've done it for 6 months. People want to come and cold
Is
call.
there a point of contact from someone that works at OpenAI that can at least try to help figure this out?
Not today. It won't happen like that. There's nobody, we don't have a trouble desk that somebody can come in off the street and say, I want your attention today.
Who's your supervisor?
My supervisor is actually the CEO of the company, so.
And Sam Altman's not coming down here today to deal with this, I'm pretty sure.
Is there like an email address that he can provide?
He knows, he's told me that he's tried to put this through whatever his business is through channels before. And like I said, got his email, I will put his information through, let our legal department, COO, whoever I need to, I will make sure that his information gets to them. Now what they do with it is not anything I have control over.
Can we possibly get him away from the door? Because I don't want to record anything to the door.
Sir, I'm trying to run a business here. These people who come and work here deserve to come through their office doors, come and go without being harassed. We get people who come in here and harass often. It's not just him. There's a lot of people that want to come in here and barge in and talk with people. But the company's not structured to receive it that way. So you don't have a walk-in kiosk where anybody can come and talk to OpenAI. It doesn't exist.
You guys have like an HR person?
We do.
Do you have their point of contact?
I have their name. I'm sure we could figure out the HR person's point of contact as far as an email or something. But I don't know what my policy is on giving out information, but I can tell you it's pretty low. You see what I mean? I'm not the information guy. I'm not authorized to give out information. My job is to work here at access control. Pass on the information through my chain of command and make sure that we let people know this gentleman was here. And he had some business that he wanted to conduct concerning these tax returns. We'll put it up to the people that deal with that. Okay?
Well, I mean, I'm fine with letting him know that whatever he's seeking, he's not going to get here.
Yeah.
But just like that, he's not going to be like, oh, okay, see you.
Well, I know.
But that's what I'm saying. Is there someone that at
You
least
can
we
tell
can
him.
provide?
No, there's not.
We actually would like for him to be restrained from coming back here.
When you guys want to do that, you guys have to go to Orange McAllister and get a stay away order.
Okay.
For that.
All right.
We don't issue stay away orders.
All right,
That's
thank
a
you.
judge that does it.
Great. We'll do that another day. So today we just want to get through the day and have our employees be able to come and go at this site without being harassed. The public sidewalk, you can stand out there all day, but
Yeah.
right up in here, and then every time somebody walks in, he's coming in, that can't happen.
Got it.
Just have him go to the sidewalk. We have
Okay.
people cold call this place all the time. I am a very important person. I have a bag of champagne, and I want to talk to Sam Altman. Well, we don't take cold calls, and I know you're a very important person, right? Oscar Fisker came in one day, guy that makes the Fisker electric cars. Okay, well, anyway, important people want to come in here, and we just, if everybody who wanted to come through the door, they let come through the door, they wouldn't
No,
probably
I
get their
completely
business
agree
done.
with that. But,
Okay.
I mean, I'm just
A
trying.
big part of what they do is research.
I'm just trying to figure out like a little middle ground for us to reach, right?
On a day before Thanksgiving, there is no person that he's going to be able to talk to. And even if it was a regular day, we were going full boat and there was 1 million people here, I can tell you, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you, we don't accept anyone coming to any of our doors of the buildings that we work and make a cold call and say, I insist on you doing business with me or somebody from that business doing business with me today.
Yeah.
We politely tell them, sir, unless you have an appointment to meet with someone who works here that we can confirm, or you have a card, an ID card that gets you in the building, then you can't come in.
Okay.
And that's kind of how we deal with it.
Okay.
And like I said, he will tell you early on, I've been working with him for half an hour. He says, you're nice, you were professional with me. It's just kind of after 30 minutes, you know what I mean? It's gotten critical where he's starting to push in past employees, and now I'm concerned 2 or 3 times. If he's pushing by me while you two folks are here, I'm a little worried about that.
We all are.
Let me try talking to him. I don't really foresee that he will be just suddenly like, oh, okay. I guess
As
I'll
long
just
as he
go
goes
in
to
and
the
then-
sidewalk, people wait out there all the time, just out the doorway.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Oh.
You can push. It's just a heavy push.
This is
Let me get
easy.
you.
challenge me, dude.
This is you.
What's your name again?
Aaron,
Aaron. Do you mind if we just talk to him? So, they're saying that whatever you're trying to look for, they can't provide it you here.
they can do it electronically.
Whether I don't work here, right?
know.
And they could be giving me the end around. I wouldn't know. But they're saying that no one here currently, the day before Thanksgiving, is going to be able to give you that.
That's not true.
I don't work there. I'm not disputing it. That's what they're telling me. All I get is that's what space value is. They're okay if you record here because even they know that this is a public sidewalk. You have every right to be here, right? But the moment you start going through, I think they're gonna pursue criminal charges for trespassing. And
Yeah, that's gonna
and,
get thrown out, but okay.
and that's not where we're gonna decide like, oh, that's not trespassing because that's not where we're gonna decide that at court,
Right.
We're gonna let a judge decide that. They're okay with you and the sidewalk as long as you're not trying to go in with the
Right.
with their
So
employees.
what about the federal law that says I have the right to this information?
You have a right to request that information, and it even says it in that thing that you said that they have to provide it to you within 30 days.
No, that's in writing. If you show up in
In
person,
wri-
it says immediately.
Okay, the thing is, it doesn't sound like whoever is the person that can give you that information is here at the moment.
Well, that's not
So
relevant.
that's not for me.
That's as
Well,
every
it is
as
relevant
every
because you're requesting something. The person that
It's
can give it to you
electronic.
is not there.
It's electronic.
They're-
You can
So
email
can't you
it.
send them an email then?
I already did, but I'm here in person.
Okay.
but they're telling us there's no one in there that can give you that information today anyways. They're just security guards
Somebody-
contracted by the
No, I understand that. But
so you know what I mean? So we're kind of arguing with you're kind of arguing with them saying you're supposed to provide it for me. They don't have any way
you
to
can make
provide
a
it to
phone
you.
call to Jason Kwan, and he can email it to me. That's very simple.
Well, I can't make them call someone.
No, but the IRS
Then
requires them to.
that's whatever they do. That's their choice. I can't make them make a phone call.
But you can inform them that I have the right to be in the building, so that
That you
can
don't
happen.
have a
You
right
know-
to be in the building. It's private property.
It's
You have a right
not
to request the
private property
information that
to
you're
the
requesting.
extent that I-
This is private property.
Not to
It
the
is.
extent that I'm
It's private
requesting
property. It's private
public
property.
document under federal
Your
law.
request is totally legal. Trespassing is not.
I have to make the request at their headquarters under the law.
And they explain to you that the person that can give you that information is not there.
Right.
And now we're just going in circles.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think you're really listening to what I'm saying. But
I am. I don't think you're listening to me.
Yeah.
either.
I understand your argument, but it's not correct.
Well, I'm just gonna ask you just one last time. If you're fine by here, and I'm gonna inform them the same thing too. That if you want to stand by the sidewalk, which is public, like, public roadway, by
Can
all
I get,
means.
so your badge number is 1224.
122.
You could take mine too. I'm from Mission
392.
Station. Yeah, you can if you want to make a complaint.
No,
feel free to.
I don't want to make a
I mean-
point against you. This is really important, and I think it's important that everyone's clear on exactly what happened.
I'm just here to make sure that everyone. I'm not disputing your claims. I'm not disputing theirs. I want everyone to get what they want.
Sure.
But right now, it seems like we're at a stalemate, and we're unable to.
Right.
You're saying, "Don't give me everything. They can give it to me right now." I don't work here. They're telling me the person that can give you that information is not here because it's the day before Thanksgiving, which is a valid. I'm not saying it's true, but it's a valid point. There's a lot of places right now that they're closed already. I don't know. I don't make the. I don't work here. I don't make the
I
rules.
believe them. I believe
However-
that people are not necessarily
However,
in this building.
right now, they're okay with you as long as you're standing in public roadway and not following in with
understand.
employees that come here. I'm just telling you this once.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell them. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I said
I'm gonna tell them that if it happens again, we're gonna come back and we're gonna go through the criminal route, and we can deal with all this with a judge. Good. Any questions? I'm not disputing what you're saying, but it seems like right now there's a
I mean,
stalemate, and
I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. I'm just telling you, as someone who knows a bit about this, that it's really disturbing to hear the police threaten a citizen with criminal charges for asking for public information under federal law.
It's
We're
not
not-
for asking for information. It's for trespassing.
But the trespassing doesn't.
well, that's
make
what I'm
any
saying. You can
sense.
figure it out in the court
Yeah,
because this is a
right.
private property,
Okay,
and
I take your point.
Okay. Because it's not about you.
Well, the request has to be made in the building.
I understand that. But you're saying
So if they're refusing entry to the building, they're violating federal law. And federal law says-
I advise them that.
what you're saying is
I advise him that he can be on the public roadway, which I think we all know that. I told him that whatever he's requesting, you told us that there's no one here that can give him that information right now. It's the day before Thanksgiving. There's a bunch of places that are already closed. It's a valid point. I don't work here. I don't know. I told him that.
Right.
Keeps going back in the loop saying,
Yes, sir.
so we advised them, hey, are you going to be on a public roadway? He goes, yes.
Okay.
Anytime he comes back and tries to make his way in, we deal with it the criminal route, and we can all go to court and we'll let a judge decide
Right.
what's what.
So that way, somebody, a visitor,
Exactly.
he's
So,
a different visitor. Yes.
sorry.
I'm listening, Officer Moore.
Please give us a call back if he tries coming back.
Thank you.
He's been advised of this.
Yes, sir.
This is a little frustrating because it's just going in circles.
Yeah.
We're getting the end around.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean,
Same thing I've dealt with. If we could just get an incident number before you leave, Officer Moore, for my records, an incident of your arrival today.
Yeah, I could-
You know,
yeah.
for this man.
we could do that,
Yeah.
and then we can always refer. We can always refer to that if he.
Good.
I hope not.
We have to write a report.
But let's be honest.
Yeah.
Just based on him kind of going back in circles, there's probably a chance. But he's been advised.
Right.
I'll
You've
give you
done your
that,
job,
and then if you
and I
do
thank you.
call back,
Okay.
just you can refer to that same number.
Will do. I'll
give
send
it
it
to
out.
you, and then
Thank you so much. I'll send my man with you
Yeah.
to get a number. Okay, thank you so much, Officer
It's
Moore.
got a heavy.
It's this.
I got you.
Hey, was it just me?
No,
No, it's the door.
Give him a cat number.
Nice to meet you.
So it's not a case number, just because we're on the fact that there's no crime that's been committed. Hopefully not yet, right? Hopefully, because I think all of us just want this to just, we're not trying to go make this bigger deal than it is.
Not at all.
But, so this is a CAD number. Every single time you call, like 911 or even the non-emergency line, it generates this number, which attaches, like, you know, you're calling for this. So that's the CAD number. My name,
Charlie 782 baby 100.
my star number, my partner's name, her star number. If he does kind of return me that, just give us a call. You can refer to this CAD number, and then the next CAD, because you called again, will reference this one, so I'll have more information. And then we're going to write a little summary about what the issue is.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry to deal with this, but
Yeah. It's part of the job.
they're good with you just being on the public sidewalk.
I understand.
Kind of same thing you said. Any questions?
No.
All right. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, of course. Be next.